Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing? Yes, yes, yes. I'm so excited to be back. You know who I am. I am Jerry Mason, your Purpose Positivity influencer in Charleston, South Carolina. And I am here as often as possible to share positive words of encouragement, inspiration, and motivation with you, and assist you along your journey of turning all your negatives into positives, because it can be done. So I welcome everybody to this version and this session of Purpose Positivity. The title that I'm sharing today is How's Your Gratitude Meter? How's your gratitude meter? We are all going through this crisis together. And as we navigate through life, sometimes it may be the tiniest little things that snap us back to reality. Today, during my meditation, I started to think about some of the things that I am grateful for. And what I want to do now is share a few of those things with you. And while I'm sharing some of the things that I am grateful for, if you will comment also about some of the things that you might be grateful for. It can be the tiniest little thing. It does not matter. Gratitude is important, no matter how small it is. So a few of the things that I am grateful for is, number one, I live alone. I am grateful that I live alone because during this crisis, during this virus, the only health that I have to be responsible for is my own health. I have to be concerned for nobody else's health except my own. I know when I go out and I know when I come in, and it's very rare. So I am so grateful that I live alone. There have been times when I joke with people about, I wish somebody was here, but right now, trust me, I am glad that I am the only person that live here. The second thing that I am grateful for is I'm grateful to be retired. And I don't mean retired from any company or anything like that. I am grateful that I am 65 years old and I am drawing Social Security. And praise God, my Social Security pays all of my living expenses. So my only concern are the expenses outside of that. And since I am debt free and all I have is a car payment and car insurance, that's a debt, but I can manage. So thank God that I am retired and my bills and overhead expenses are paid without me having to work. The third thing that I am so grateful for is that I have an active mind. And I've always had an active mind. I've always had something to do with myself during the day. Even before I was retired, I was a busy and active mind. Since I've been retired, I got more active, and even just working part-time a couple of days a week. I always spend a lot of time on the computer as an author, as a writer, and a motivational speaker. I have a lot to occupy my mind. So I am so grateful that I have an active mind, because with this crisis, you need to be doing something. I've talked with people. I've seen people on social media talking about they sleep most of the day. They watch TV most of the day. They really don't know what to do with themselves. There are people who are drinking outside of social drinking. There are people who are depressed. Not to mention suicide. God forbid that. I feel for anybody who could not stand this crisis and decided that life wasn't worth living. And then there are people who are lonely. There's loneliness. Thank God that I am alone in this house, but I've never been lonely in this house. And I thank God for that. The other thing that I am grateful for is I am grateful for my relationship with God, because it is hard to survive something like this without a relationship with God. So I am grateful that I already had a good working relationship with God. I already had a routine that I follow. I already had a way that I meditate and I pray. So all of this was already set up in my life before this crisis hit. So all I had to do was continue doing what I've always done and just do it more now. Of course, everybody is praying more now. If you believe in God, you're praying more than you ever prayed before. So I am so grateful that I already had a relationship with God. And basically what I've done during this crisis, I have built on that relationship. Another thing that I'm grateful for is a tiny little thing. I am grateful that I have a short haircut. So that means I don't have to worry about going to a barber shop. I will have an afro when this is all over, but that's okay. I've had an afro before. And I don't have anything against anybody who get their hair done, who get the weaves, extensions, or whatever. That's your thing. If you want to do that, I have no problem with that. I am just grateful that I have chosen a short haircut since I cut my locks off. And so I don't have to worry about a barber shop or a salon. The other thing that I'm grateful for, I am grateful that I know how to do my own nails. I've been doing my nails before I started getting my nails done. I would love to have my gel nails, would love to go to the nail salon and get them done. But I thank God that I know how to do my nails. And actually, I'm getting pretty good at them since I've been home. And so that's another tiny little thing that I'm grateful for. The other thing is, y'all seen my videos cooking. I am grateful and thankful that I know how to cook. A lot of people don't know how to cook. So there's no point in having all this food in the house, and some people don't have food, and I'm not bragging or anything, but it's like I am grateful that I have food in the house and that I know how to cook and I enjoy cooking. I used to tell people all the time, especially guys who ask, do you know how to cook? I know how to cook, but I cook if I want to. It's not my duty, but I am so glad that I know how to cook and I enjoy cooking, and I'm having a good time trying new recipes and coming up with great ideas for cooking while I'm in this crisis. And that was the 7 things that I am grateful for. Please comment and tell me some of the things that you are grateful for as you go through this crisis. And also, what you might want to consider, is like, it doesn't matter how tiny it is. You can be grateful that you woke up this morning. You can be grateful that you know how to read. I'm grateful for that too, that I know how to read. If you think about it, you could come up with more than 7. You could come up with 10, 20, 30 things that you are grateful for if you actually spend the time and sit down and think about what you are grateful for. And in closing, I always tell you, don't panic, find the positive, because if you look hard enough, you will definitely find a positive in everything. So start finding the positive in what this situation has to offer right now by believing and understanding and thanking God for whatever you are grateful for, the tiny little thing. Bye now. Thank you for watching. I see you on my next video.